All right. Hello. Welcome back to my studio. And finally, gold leafing. Um, this guy is done. It is due at the gallery in 4 days. The oil paint is dry-ish. It's a little on the tacky side, but dry enough. It'll be dry by Thursday. So my size arrived. I already opened the can, otherwise I would tip it and show it to you. I'll show you afterwards. Um, and I have an extremely tiny little brush. I want very little bits of this gold leaf. The first step here is to apply the glue. It takes about an hour for it to tack up, and it is a glue, so anywhere it lands, it is going to stick. And in fact, I'm not going to put that over here. I'm going to do this. I need very little. And I don't want to put it on thick. I'm just going to use the cap here as a dish. And I want to put it on very thin. The more I put on, the longer it'll take to dry. So you're not going to really be able to see this, but I will show you, I will film it anyways. And this is going to be very hard to see on the painting, I think, because of the sheen on parts of this. But I have these little spatter marks from early in the process. And I just want to give them a little pop and pizzazz, brighten it up. And I have to keep track of where I'm putting these because, like I said, I may lose track. So I guess the video is good in that. That way I can go back and look. Okay, I'm going to turn the painting. I do not want to reach over it very much in case my brush strips. So I am being very careful and avoiding waving my brush over. Hopefully my head's not in the way either. We'll do our best. Okay, so I did all these little dots. The other thing I've been debating is adding a bit of gold to the green. Let me turn this the way it's going to go. And again, I don't really want to overdo this. I just want a little sparkle. But I kind of want to play up a bit of this, of the green. All right, I think we're going to leave it there, and I will let it tack up, and then we will come back and put some gold leaf on there and see how it looks. Okay, it is time to finally do the gold leaf, and gold leaf comes in usually these little paper wrappers, and they are leaves, they are sheets. This is one I happen to have left over from decades ago, and then you can see it's actual 23 karat genuine gold leaf. Most of the ones you'll get at the craft stores are composites of aluminum and copper, and they look very pretty, but they can tarnish over time. This will not tarnish, it's actual gold, but there's a few sheets left from a project I had years ago, and gold leaf is incredibly thin. Perhaps you've had it in a drink or in food. It's very fragile, and I don't need very much. So I'm going to actually pull this sheet off, and you can see it's sticking to my finger. It's so fragile. I'm going to actually put this on here somewhere in one of my dots, which are tacked up. You don't want them wet. You want it to not stick to your finger, to come off on your finger. It should just be tacky. So you cannot really handle the leaf with your fingers. You can see even a brush stroke, see how it tears. So all I'm going to do, and I will admit, I have not done this for a while, but I'm going to tear off a couple small pieces here. And just like that, you just want to kind of drop it almost. Actually, I'm going to drop it on the whole panel, I think. Woo! Let go. And needless to say, shut the windows. You do not want a fan. You don't want any breeze, because it will blow all over the place. So I'm just using an old brush. And all you have to do, without crushing the leaf itself, is, I should probably have tweezers too, would work. Try not to crumble it into bits. But I just want to take some of these bigger pieces and put it where I had the glue, which is a little harder to see now that it's dried. I will find it by where the gold leaf sticks. And so there's a lot of waste that comes with this too, unfortunately. Though you can keep all the little bits, they work too. They can certainly work as scraps too. So what I'm noticing is, unfortunately, my paint is still a little tacky. So if I rub the gold leaf too hard, it's going into the still tacky paint. So I am rushing things a bit, which is unfortunate. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just I'm going to have, I have to be careful that I'm not. Yeah, look right there. I don't remember putting a dot there. I might have. So I'm probably going to end up adding more rather than less. I just wanted to get it on here and see how it looks. I do like it, especially up here in this pink. I'll probably add more up here. I was debating adding some to the green, which I did start to do. All right, I'm gonna do that with a clean, dry rag. I'm just going to wipe off bits of excess gold leaf. All right, so there we go. Let's see. This is the direction it's supposed to go. Yeah, it's going to need more. It looks almost accidental. There's not enough on there. All right, so I am going to do another round with the adhesive and get it placed around here. I was also thinking maybe doing the edges, but I don't know. I don't think I have enough gold leaf. But yeah, so I will be back around again. Okay, so I got this tiny brush out again. And I want to add some. Especially because it's still sticking to the tacky paint. So it's becoming a part of the motif now. So I kind of need to incorporate it. And I just noticed, I moved that brush really quick because I noticed there was a blob forming that was going to drip, which would be bad. And again, you want this very, very thin. It shouldn't puddle on the surface. It should just be as thin as you can get it. Okay. Turn the painting, because I do not want to reach over it with this drippy glue. That would be bad. Okay, so I put some of the glue, the adhesive, in this little plastic container, and it's starting to tack up already. So I need to stop painting with it. And it's very hard to see, so basically I'm just checking where it is by looking at the painting from the side and catching the glare. And I decided to, it's getting really sticky. I decided to do the leaves, little highlights on the leaves, or twisty tangle things, whatever I'm calling them. Just to incorporate the gold leaf a bit more in terms of the design. All right, I think that's good. Again, I really didn't want to do a ton of this. I just want a little sparkle and pop. So I think, hoping this will do it. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up, and then we will come back and do another round of gold leaf. So I wanted to give a shout out to the Gilded Planet. That is where I ordered the gold leaf from. It's an oil-based gold leaf, so there's a QR code. But in any case, they got it to me on time, and I appreciate that. And this is the leaf adhesive, the size, the glue that I'm using. And again, it's a oil-based, solvent-based adhesive that I can use on an oil paint. So this was not all supposed to stick there like that. It looks like my paint needed to dry up longer, and I am not a victim. I did it to myself, but Basically, in hindsight, I should have gotten this done much earlier, so I had time to do all the things I wanted to do with it. But I still think it looks pretty cool, and it's just another part of the process. So we will just make it work. I'm just moving this broken stuff around to get any little adhesive spots that I missed. I think I got them all, but I should be able to feel with the brush if I hit one. Yeah, I got a little globby there. We'll have to play with that a little bit. Oh, I like that though on the end of the green. That was kind of what I was going for. I think that's pretty much what we got. Yeah, the gold leaf sticking where the paint's a little tacky, but it's okay. Adds a luster. Okay, so let me turn it. This is the way. Yeah, it gives it a little bit of pop. Yeah, I'll keep burnishing it and maybe cleaning that up a little bit more. Kind of like it on the sides. See where it's stuck? That's because the paint's still tacky on the side. But I like that effect. I might do that too. But I need to sign this and let it dry for a couple days. So I think this is where I'm going to leave the videos. I will post a picture or maybe a short clip of the finished signed work, but I think this is it for videos. It far exceeded what I thought I was going to be recording. This is my first time recording myself painting, was this series from beginning to end, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and that it would take this many videos. So, lesson learned, or some lessons learned. I don't know if I ever learned all my lessons, but yeah, I like the little fire in it. It's pretty. All right. Thanks for watching as always. Thanks for coming along on this journey. And I hope you watch some of my other painting videos. I'll be finally turning to some other things besides this little access gallery fundraising piece. And to whoever buys this, thank you for your donation basically to Access. And I hope you enjoy this and it brings you joy. All right. See you at the next video.